boulders. This is the first boulder mission. This was terrifying as a child. I remember playing this, like, you start like this, right? And this is already disorienting because we're not going forward, now we're actually going backward. It's got this, the apples form an arrow, and you go into this tunnel, and it's like, this is super eerie, this is super, like, scary, what's gonna happen, you know, this is weird, I can't see what's coming up, and then you walk out, and there's this boulder here, and you're like, no, and you run, and you have to just keep running. This was so scary and so tense. You know, not scary in this horror sense. And then that first run is super easy. You know, that gets you, that trains you on what to expect. You know, you're going to be running from a boulder, and that's what you can't dally. It trains you on what to expect. And then it gets harder. It just gets harder as we go. Like I said, this is the first one, the first level of its kind like that. So it's not too bad, but it will get worse. Ooh. Oh no, I hit the, you can hit the fence once, and it's okay. Twice is too much. I shouldn't have died there. I'm getting used to it. I'm training myself. I'm getting my thumb used to using the D-pad to move again. It's actually really weird, using the D-pad as much as I am. Originally, because it's really weird, we have one of the original PlayStations with the reset button, like I mentioned earlier, but we never had a PlayStation controller, like one of the original PlayStation controllers that didn't have the analog sticks. To my knowledge, to my recollection, we've always had a controller with analog sticks, but not every game supported analog sticks, which I thought was really interesting. You know, I've never asked my parents, because I was obviously a kid, I've never asked my parents where they got this PlayStation, if it was used or if it was brand new. I have no idea, because like I said, it's one of the original PlayStations, but I don't think we ever had any of the original controllers, so I don't know when we got it. I don't know if it was used. I couldn't tell you. I've never asked. Oh god. Oh, I jumped way too soon. I knew I was gonna jump into that hole. I tried to go back to save myself, and I panicked. There we go. I jumped too soon. I knew I did. That was my fault. That was just dumb. That wasn't even the game being hard, that was just me being dumb. I feel like half of our deaths, at least, are gonna be, I missed. I didn't get over far enough. We missed, oh, I dallied too much. It doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room. It really doesn't. Luckily for this first mission, they definitely give you a lot of apples. I mean, a lot compared to how little space we're actually moving in, to try to give you a couple extra lives to work with. Oh god, 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 oh god. Here we go. Oh, that boulder's right on me. Boulder's right on my butt. Oh, please. We made it. Oh, that was so close. Whew. All right. That was right on us. And did we get all the crates this time? All the boxes? Oh, I don't think it told us. Maybe the running away missions don't matter. I'm not sure. I don't think it told us. Upstream. This one, I love too how Crash Bandicoot, it comes right at you with level variety right from the beginning. It's actually kind of impressive. Right from the beginning, like the first level is sort of a very typical 3D platformer level, which at the time 3D platformers were kind of a new thing, so there wasn't really a typical concept yet, but that's definitely what it is. And then like the second level is pretty much the same, but introducing you to a couple. Did I just fall through the log? Oh, the log might have been underwater. I probably should have waited. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, but like I said, that's the second level is basically the exact same thing, but with a new concept or two. And then the third level is that wall, the fourth one's the boulder, this one is this sort of water level, which just kind of introduces you to the idea that you're not always going to have a lot of room to work with. You're not going to be able to just walk around. Sometimes jumping is going to be very precise. So it's lots of introduction levels right away, but each level is varied and different and unique, and I just love this game so much. Which is really weird because I feel like if you would have asked me, well, yeah, if you would have asked me like about like what's my idea of a classic PlayStation 1 game, I would bring up Crash Bandicoot, but it wouldn't have been the first thing I brought up. So to me, it's just kind of funny that I'm gushing about Crash Bandicoot, but I haven't honestly really given Crash Bandicoot a lot of thought in a long time, because I'm a huge fan of Spyro the Dragon, and I usually gush a lot about that, but I don't really get the chance to talk about Crash Bandicoot a lot because I don't know. I just spent a lot more time with Spyro. I did spend more time with Spyro. There's gems down there, but I can't actually jump on them. I don't actually remember. As a kid, I probably didn't care. I probably was curious, but I had no way of knowing how to get to those gems. I don't remember how they work. Like I said, I've only ever played the first one, and I have a confession. I never beat this game. I never beat the first Crash Bandicoot. There's a point that I got stuck on. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Whew. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Like I said, because you have to kind of jam this. Oh! No! 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 Oh! We don't lose a life for that, but that does mean we won't be able to save this level. We won't lose our progress, so long as we don't lose all our lives. We can keep going until we eventually do get a save level. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have tried it. Maybe I should have just played it clean and narrow. I should have just beat it and saved. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I think those 3 boxes were the 3 in the bonus level. There were like 3 boxes at the very end. We could have had that. Oh, that becomes devastating later in the game. Later in the game, I'm going to stop worrying about boxes because those bonus levels become so important. Papu Papu, by the way, talking about level variety, this is the first boss. Big fat guy, does a lot of spinning moves. You just have to jump over him and then I think jump on his head when he's bent over. Papu Papu. You know, I loved his jiggly belly. I just love that they animated a jiggly belly. Oh, it's so good. It's the small things. And his butt crack. His butt crack was hilarious. When he turns around, you can see his butt crack. Oops. Oops. I try to spin. You can't spin. You have to jump on him. There we go. I'm on your throne. What are you going to do, Papu Papu? There we go. Very simple. Just three hit rule. Just you hit him 3 times. I love his butt crack. That's a sentence you're not going to hear me say very often. I love his butt crack. But yeah, he spins around once and then tries to hit you. And then once you hit him once, he spins around twice and tries to hit you. You hit him. Then he spins around 3 times and then tries to hit you. Very simple pattern. Very simple pattern. And I remember it, so it wasn't a big deal. My nose itches. Just randomly shout that. My nose itches! Just out in public somewhere. My nose itches! Just tell the world. Sorry, just random thought there. Sorry, not sorry. I said sorry, but I'm really not. I've been saying random things to you guys for years now. Well, not necessarily you guys. If you're watching this on Twitch and you don't follow me on YouTube, then I haven't been telling you for years because I have not been streaming for years. I've just been on YouTube for years. By the way, the difference between those bouncy boxes that's like on top of my head there. Oh, I forgot about the Frankenstein ones. Those are also bonus levels. They're harder than the bear, but they're easy. Actually, is there a Cortex? There might not be a Cortex face, and it might be him. That might be who I was thinking of. Because I think there's only 2 types of bonus level. But that one, that little kind of Frankenstein dude, I call him Frankenstein because he's got the little metal nails in his neck, so that always reminded me of Frankenstein. He those bonus levels are harder than the little bear dude bonus levels. It's really funny because I don't know who those people are supposed to be. The little images for the bonus levels. They're not characters as far as I know. Oh, this is so hard. Oh no. Well, it's not worth it. I think the explosion still counts those boxes for like trying to get all the boxes in a level. That still counts. We just didn't get the apples out of it. Oh, that middle box though. Oh, if I remember right, that middle box was actually a bonus box. And if it explodes, you don't get the bonus guy. Oh, if I remember that correctly. Oh well. So we didn't get the second piece of the Frankenstein bonus dude this level, if I remember correctly. But we'll probably get all 3 of the bears, so we'll still get to try to do that. Ideally, you still want to try to get... Oopsie. Oh, that was just bad timing on my part. I panicked. It's okay, because we had a mask. The masks, the invincibility period, when you have 3 of them, it's nice. But honestly, it's kind of stressful. Oh, no. Oh, okay, we got it. We didn't get to jump on it, which means we got, like, no apples, but we still got to break the box. Alright, and you'll notice that thing I jumped on was actually kind of, like, bouncing up and down a little bit. That's why I jumped off it immediately. Because if it's kind of bobbing up and down, that means it'll stay there, but if you keep standing on it, it'll fall. So I don't want to stay on it for too long. Oh, that question mark. I went forward too far. We're just gonna get through this. We're just trying to try to get through this. I'm not worried about the boxes. We need to make sure we save before something bad happens. We can always come back. We can always come back to this level and try to do a full completion. Because I don't think we've gotten a single level to full completion yet. And when we do, I think the level tells us. So like when we're on that map and it shows us what level we're on, I think it shows us like some sort of image. Oh, there's keys we can collect. I think the keys are later. I think the keys come later. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I really don't, because like I said, I never actually beat the game. I played it a lot, but I was actually much worse. Like, we're flying through this compared to how much time I spent on it as a kid. Because obviously I was much worse at this as a kid than I am now. But yeah, like I said, as a kid, never beat it. Probably will as an adult, but it won't be easy. It won't be easy. We're flying through it now, but it will get more difficult. Yeah, we didn't get all 3 of the little Frankenstein dudes because I'm pretty sure that little cross of TNT. I think the box in the middle was one of those bonus ones. Yeah, we missed 6 boxes. Oh, that was probably from the bonus level. Yeah. Yeah, I bet that's what that was from. Absolutely. Boop, boop. Just checking Twitter real quick. Just retweeting, let people know that I am live. Da da da. Cool. There we are. All right, Hog Wild. Oh, Hog Wild is another classic one. This is the first one where we ride a hog through the level. I love this. Just look at Crash's face. He's like, we're gonna do it. This is happening. And we just literally ride on the hog. You can't stop. The hog just keeps running. All we can do is move left and right and jump. Oh, I almost jumped too soon. Oh gosh. And this is tricky just because the landscape's kind of bumpy, so you kind of end up kind of moving around in unexpected ways sometimes. So you really have to be on your A game. Hit the drum. The drum bounces you. Oh, I missed both of those. That was kind of disappointing. I don't think there's any bonuses in the hog levels, but I'm sure the question marks would have been like lives or extra apples or whatever. We've got a lot of lives. We've got 24 lives. We'll need them. Because I'm sure we'll get to that one level, just one level where we just get stuck and like go through almost all our lives, and we're going to be really glad we collected up and saved as many as we did. Oh no, I knew she was coming back. We were so close. I should have gone right at the last moment. Oh, and I love the humor of that. Just Crash just looking back at the camera, full fourth wall break, like, you know, shrugging his eyebrows or whatever you'd call that. It's so good. It just actually acknowledges the player, and that just, I think that really plays to the strengths of the game. The game knows it's a game. It's got a plot, but it's so threadbare. The point is, get to the end, defeat Cortex. That's the plot. The Do I have the case with me? I do have the case. Does the case actually have the plot story in it? I know we're already at like level 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that, and maybe it's a little late to be looking up the story, but... and this isn't actually one of the original copies of the game, because this game released with the instructions. Can you see that? With the Crash 2 advertising on it. So this wasn't one of the original releases of the game. It's the original game, but obviously the instruction booklet is not not from the original's release. Is there a story? There's heroes are made, not just born. On page 4. What's page 4 say? Page 4. Heroes are made, not just born. Where were we? Oh yes, a hero for our time. Now, Crash Bandicoot, although he was made, sort of, by the demented Dr. Cortex, he was dismissed as unworthy to be in the Doctor's growing army of animal-based soldiers. It seems that Cortex has grander plans than Crash could fulfill, so he up and boots Crash off his main island and goes back to his schemes of world conquest. That was a very big mistake. It turns out that before Crash was ejected from the island fortress, he made an attachment to another one of Cortex's experiments, a wonderful she-bandicoot named Tana. Crash is rather upset about being distanced from his new love, and he's going to prove just how wrong Dr. Cortex was in making a Bandicoot, new and improved at that, as an enemy for life. Stick around for the fireworks, the fun is just starting. Fireworks, that's actually kind of appropriate, being that it was just 4th of July. But that's the story, basically. I don't think I remember that the she-bandicoot had a name, and it's Tana. I didn't realize that. She was named. It's important. I wonder if she ever came up again in the sequel.